Hi, welcome back. We're in Blake Manor once again. Jeez. Last time we did this is a little bit heavy. We had some shenanigans going on.
Have you seen Dara? He's meant to have been helping me move some supplies into the basement all morning. Once the delivery arrived, he's buggered off somewhere.
I don't... Maybe the service in the church?
Oh, he's holy all of a sudden, is he?
Maybe? This event is bringing out all sorts of strange behavior in people.
Look, whatever she got you into, just... be careful.
Oh, thanks for the concern, Seamus.
Whatever. I better get back to the stables. Can't leave the basement door just sitting open like that.
Well, that's maybe my cue. There's also a freaking ghost still standing right here. Can I can see you, but I can't talk to you. Excellent. I wonder what that has to do with anything. Why are you just standing here? Okay, well, everything else goes on hold because I need to get out to that basement, which is, this way. I need to get into the basement. I need to see if there's a key that will allow me to go into the spot that I need to go. And then I need to also check and see if there is a key that just allows me to enter and exit the basement at will. So, I need to talk to you at some point too, but for very different reasons. Hi. Can I talk to you?
What's taking him so long? Oh, sorry, sir. Can I help you with something?
Yeah, I would like to get into the basement, actually. Anything about catacombs? I've heard they exist, but I've never been able to find them. How do you know about those? How did I know about them? For a moment there, a real want-to-know crept up in me, but it's gone again. Odd. You have something to do... You have something to do with this, I'm sure, because of the father. Okay. I can't get in there right now. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. There's no ghost floating around back there anymore. Hi. I needed to talk to you about a thing. Can I... This, yes.
Miss Barbosa is after a photograph of her late father.
So I remembered that I had a few things that I wanted to ask him, but this is the most pressing.
Able to get something like that.
You're looking for spirit photography there. And it just so happens, I might well be able to help you. I will need your father's name to summon him for the photograph.
Yes, sir.
I have it already. His name was Seamus Shea O'Connor.
Seamus O'Connor? Alright then. Why don't we find Miss Barbosa and go get set up?
Cool. Let's do it.
Now, you need to hold still. Very still, if you would.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Well, would you look at that?
I think it turned out quite well. How do you like it?
I love it.
It's generally understood that the clearer an image one attains, and the closer the spirit is to the subject, the more present they are. Which is to say, your father seems to be watching over you.
Oh, thank you for this. Really.
You're most welcome, Miss Barbosa. Sincerely.
How pretty.
I'll develop another copy for you, just in case something happens to the first one.
You don't have to do that.
Nonsense. It's no trouble. I'll get it to you just as soon as I'm able. Your father's name, I take it he was Irish?
He was. That's how I came to be here.
And how do you find it now you're here?
It would be hard to explain how much this magic house has done for me this day. And now that I have this image, I feel no desire to attend this seance. What a strange relief that gives me.
Yes. Miss Barbosa will no longer be attending this seance. Excellent. Alright. And that means that she, well, was already eliminated as a suspect, I think. Yeah, she was already eliminated and now she's completely out. Okay. Ground floor. The only thing I have is Varley out in the lobby. In the courtyards of you guys, I don't have anything in the front courtyard. The walled garden. Oh, you're... Ooh, okay. Because I need to go talk to... I've been to the catacombs. Cell number 7 is where I need to be. I've not been to the basement. But there's a way from the hedge... No, from the walled garden through the churchyard I can get to the catacombs. Okay, so let's go pick on this dude. Yow. Random fire sound effect in the middle of the hall with no fireplace. Okay, out to the backyard. We gotta go find Mr. Horse Guy. There's a persistent sound of fire here, and I can't figure out why. Alright, well... Oh! Can I eavesdrop?
Yeah. If I'd known you were here, I would have made my excuses much earlier. You could have told me.
What excuse would you have to come to a place like this, lass?
A fervent desire for more rain.
That might have done it. But I thought maybe it would be best to let you get along with things, and you've done well at it, it seems. And not that I haven't missed you. It's good to see you. How are things back home, as it goes?
Ah, well, Johnny got married last spring, and Mother's got plans for Cecil. Though he's doing what he does best, and avoiding that at all costs. He'll come round to it. But he's usually in Edinburgh, not home. So these days, when I am home, it's only me and Mother and Father. We have a new stable master, of course, but I don't like him half as much as you. Neither do the boys, I don't think.
That would be hard if you did, love. But, how are you these days, with the Sherlock?
I do alright, I think. But they still don't know what to do with me. That's why I spend all that time in London these days. They don't know of the tradition like people back home. But at least there are all these people that like to hear about it.
That's quite the collection, if the people attending this thing are anything to go by. Speaking of the like, how are you, lass? With your sight?
I wish I could see. It's still... It's not back. And if it is, it's too blurry to see. Hard to think I would miss it, but it doesn't feel right not to have it either.
All being as it should be. It'll be better soon.
Hunter.
Mr. Ward.
Can you tell me anything about the catacombs? There can't be. I know about something like that. I've been working here for years. I wouldn't have missed How could I miss that? Right, there's also, like, the whole basement thing. Oh, actually, I haven't talked with you about the chimney charm. Do you know anything about it? Wouldn't do much good lying about it, and you'd be hidden somewhere close to the person it was intended for. At least I imagine that's how these things work. Okay. And you mentioned something about a key. Okay. What about, this? You think me a madman for asking, but have you ever seen a portal on the grounds? A portal to another world? No. I've not seen nothing like that in my time here. But if you saw one or think you did, I believe it. This place has secrets for sure, and it's selective about who it shows them to. Okay. What do you know about this? Overheard her complaining about a loss of sight, but it's not my place to pry. Confident the matter is resolved now, sir. She'll be right in no time. What about these? I wouldn't call it witchcraft, but I have my own way of things. Long tradition in Scotland of knowing how to bring a person good fortune or ward off evil. Things you can make to that effect and the like. You know a lot more than you're letting on. I just don't know how to crack you yet. You knew Miss McLeod before the event. From a previous posting, I worked for her family. Known her since she was a bairn. She's like a daughter to me. I've always done my best to look after her when others couldn't. Okay. Can't say I was expecting to go to a party like that. Had the impression that Marquess Blake was rather more austere. He usually is. I don't know what possessed him to agree to it, let alone see it all arranged. I never had the impression I knew him all that well, but it seems I know him even less than I thought. Right.
Right.
Okay. I don't know how to get into the basement. Chapel and graveyard. See, but the thing is, according to the map, I need to go through here. This gate is open now. I think there's a service on in the church at the moment. Hey. Not that I really want to go to the service, but... Ooh. Well. Well, well, well. Okay. What are this? Mausoleum door. It's locked. Are you sure? Are you quite sure? There's a euphemism to be made about two bushes with a tree. Are you guys talking? Oh, we are. What can I hear?
The distinction is, to be particular, that archaeologists study physical objects, but much of it is found buried, yes.
And that is where you found those jars for me?
In short, yes. But I was on the hunt for something else. A vase.
Oh?
Over 100 years ago, a vase was unearthed from an unidentified tomb in what used to be Nubia. It was found with the canopic jars. It took the place among the set of the jar that would have held the entombed's heart. And yet, it was empty.
Rotted away?
No. There are mummified hearts that have lasted thousands of years. And the jar was still sealed. The jar. A vase, really.
And whose tomb was it?
It was unmarked. Unknown. Likely, whoever was buried there wished to be unknown. Or forgotten. I think it was the real final resting place of Nectonebo II. His royal sarcophagus was never used. He fled after defeat by the Persians and ended up in...
Nubia?
Yes, exactly this. Notably, he was considered to be a powerful magician.
So you suspect the missing heart is related to that?
I do not think the heart was missing. I think perhaps it was destroyed in some ritual of his. Truly, I do not know. And the vase was taken making it hard to study.
Any idea who pilfered it?
Thanks to our Miss Dean, I now know the last documented person to have had the vase. Bernard Blake, a great-granduncle of the Marquess, though he never held the title himself.
And do you think your vase, it is here?
This is where my trail ends, so I'm hopeful. But I have searched this place as much as I can. There is only the basement and the residence.
Well, good luck to you. If I can help, I will. I am indebted for the jars.
No, that favor was paid for many times over by Evelyn in getting me this close. May her kindness to us both be repaid by her imminent return.
I hope so.
Okay. Even if Declan doesn't understand that, I do. I'm familiar with canopic jars. Is this mausoleum locked? Yes. Okay, are you sure? Are you actually sure that these are locked? There's a service going on in the church right now, I think is what it said, yes? There are other mausolea around the church. Are you all locked? Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ, what was that? Oh. I almost jumped. Legitimately did not expect to turn the corner and see a ghost floating at me. Alright, let's open the door. Oh.
Now, before we continue today's service, I wish to discuss this grand seance you're all here to attend this evening.
I'll stay.
A word of caution on the whole affair.
I'll be real, I don't want to stay, like, really, but I recognize that this might give me some more information. I'm just kind of looking for the door that leads to the catacombs. The only other way to get in is through the ballroom as far as I know, but I don't have the key to do that unless the ballroom ends up being open and I can just waltz my happy self in there, which I don't think is the case.
There is certainly a temptation in this world to search for answers that seem beyond us. I understand that the loss of a loved one, for example, can compel a person to seek truths in unusual ways. But the Lord does not set upon our shoulders more than we can bear. And if there are truths to be found, He will lead us to them. If there are questions we need answered, He will provide those answers. And if the questions remain unanswered, He means it to be so. We must have trust in the Lord. We must trust that He will lead us to where we need to be. I implore you to keep this in mind as Halloween passes and we bring in the dawn of All Saints' Day. And I will pray for you all, that your better nature and your faith prevails where it might otherwise waver. Marquess, please, be reasonable.
I should follow him.
So the Marquess storms out of the... Sir, I would like to chat. I would like to talk to you about your car's extended warranty. So, this is the infamous Marquess, huh? Haunted expression. Tired shoulders. A proud stature. And a watch chain. Okay. Mr. Blake.
A new guest. You would be Mr. Ward, then. I
Yes,
am
sir.
the Marquess of Doon, Jonathan Blake. A pleasure.
You have the better of me, sir.
No, not really. I know nothing more than your name. That is why I invited you to lunch today, to meet you before the seance later. I do hope you will attend.
Thank you for the invite, Marquez. I certainly hope to see you there.
Well then, Mr. Ward, welcome to my home and to the Grand Seance. I hope whatever you are looking for, you find it here.
Can I chat with you about a few things? You wanna tell me what the fuck that was last night? I assure you, Mr. Ward, neither was I. But these things, rituals I mean, have, well, rituals. You mean to say that was part of the seance? Part of the preparation for it, yes. Tonight we performed the seance, but we have been hurtling toward it for some time now. With the ball, we crossed one of the final thresholds, the point of no return. Oh, that's reassuring. Tell me about your wife. My thanks, Mr. Ward. You know, it was a controversial marriage. Her family were not of high enough status for my title. My Aunt Catherine, God rest her soul, was just glad I had married at all. She felt I had thrown too much of myself into this hotel business. She was right, of course. After the hardships of the famines, I had felt it was important to secure the family house and finances. But for whom? With no heirs. But then, if Mary had not come to stay here, we would never have met, and so the great wheel turns. Have you ever felt love, Mr. Ward? She unlocked me, is how I would describe it. She is, my everything. I am sorry, Mr. Ward. You will have to excuse me a moment. Thank you. Now, where were we? Are there many Blakes left? No. The manor was full once, the family larger, but it is just Walter and I now. No doubt some distant relatives exist somewhere, but I don't know of them. The numbers dwindle each generation, tragedy and marriage into other families. The west of Ireland is very remote. Once a woman has been betrothed, she rarely keeps in touch, and is even less likely to return. Tell me more about the house. Has the manor been open to the public for long? I took over the titles and lands when my father died in the mid-1860s. The manor was over 200 years old by then, and needed much work. But the famine did not leave a lot of spare funds, so I opened the place as a hotel to help finance the renovations. This was in the spring of 1870. The work is never-ending, so we stay open, but it wasn't for that reason alone. It's nice to have people here. When I was young, there were more of us. And, I'm told, in my grandfather's time and before that, there were many families under the roof. It was not made to sit here idle. It is good for the house to have life in it. What can you tell me about the strange device in the atrium? The gauge? It was built for this event. It is a measure of our collective psychic energy, a measure of how ready we are to pierce the veil, and thus a predictor of the seance's success. It was full when I arrived, but that is no longer the case. Will that impact things? I cannot say for certain, but a fuller reading would be preferable. I'm sure Miss Montavani will overcome any obstacles she encounters, however. Fall from grace. An event like this, it must seem strange to your peers. Mr. Ward, I have no peers. This is my land and my coin. I will make use of it in any way I wish. Let the babbling masses complain. It only serves to highlight how little they understand, or dare to understand. When I arrived, I saw a woman washing something in the fountain. I have seen this woman. Though she is no woman, she is a specter. I see her across the manor. More now as the place fills and the hour draws near. Sometimes I think she is Mary, but no. I'll talk to you all that I can while I have you. A seance is a strange event to host. How did that come to be? I lost my wife a few years ago. A carriage accident. It was a difficult time for me. It was the abruptness with which she was taken. So much left unsaid. I found some comfort through visiting a medium. I would not say it healed me, but it helped me get on this path. Naturally, I became interested in the practice and wanted to do my part in forwarding the field. I have no abilities there, so to speak, but I have this manor, and so that is what I offer up. And these are other things that I can talk with him about that are not just the observations. Did you invite Miss Dean? The only guest that was invited was Miss Montavani. Her name was enough to bring the rest. Miss Dean's late departure is frustrating enough without her having been invited, frankly. So, you didn't bring her then? Oh, yeah. Anything interesting planned? Are the silent dinner and seance not enough for you, Mr. Ward? Certainly, I expect they will keep me busy much of the day. I will make time for Mr. Coventry's talk, however. It's always interesting to hear an outsider's perspective on one's home. Tell me about Wilhelmina. Ah, a great aunt of mine, if I am not mistaken. I don't recall much about her. She disappeared long before I arrived into the world, but yes, I do recall that she disappeared. We have a portrait of her in the lobby, I believe, and, no doubt, something on her in the library, if you are interested. You seem worried. Is everything all right? Do I now? I suppose it is fair to say that I have a lot riding on this event. Once it is done, it will be nice to return to the way things were, and relax for a spell. You look to be carrying the world upon your shoulders, Marquess. These last few years have not been easy, but that will all be in the past soon. A new day, a new chapter, is only hours away. It must be a great privilege to be the Marquess of Dune. It is, but I cannot lie. The title means less nowadays. The family is smaller, the holding smaller still. It is my hope that turning the manor into a hotel and hosting this event will play their parts in reinvigorating the role before I pass it on to Walter. Keeping an eye on the time? This seance has been in planning for some time now. As we near the seance itself, it feels as if time is slowing. I am most eager to get to it. Can you tell me more about the carriage? I suppose you might. It happened 3 years ago. Mary had taken the boy to Galford for a treat, to see the boats. I suspect there was no reason for it other than her good heart. A storm came in that day, quickly. The driver suggested they return to the manor before it became too severe. But they left too late. The roads were muddy, the wind strong. A tree fell, and in his efforts to avoid it, the driver lost control of the carriage. It tumbled, and Mary was... well, she was gone. The driver, bless him, managed to pull Walter out and carried him back to the manor. The driver succumbed to his own injuries a few hours later, bleeding out. No doctor could get here in time to save him. That this happened on October 31st is an irony not lost on me, though it is entirely coincidental. Can you tell me more about yourself? I am the 9th Marquess of Dune, for a start, but the first to open the building to outsiders. What is there to say? I am a dedicated father, devoted husband, a man of God, and the host for this seance. Okay, that actually tells me a fair bit. Tell me about your son. Nor will you. With respect, sir, I do not think this event is suitable for him. Too many strange ideas for his young mind. It is bad enough that I have strayed down this path. If my wildest dreams come true and I see my wife, then I will be fit to deal with whatever that does to me. But he is just a boy. I fear what seeing her like that might do to him. Or not seeing her. That, too, would be hard on him. I would do anything to protect that boy, and so I have ordered him to stay in our residence until this whole ordeal is over. There's not really... Like, I can ask him these questions, but I don't... Okay. Alright, I guess I'm asking. It is likely the time of year in the event playing with my mind, but I could swear I've seen things. Figures in the distance. There have been reports of hauntings on the manor and its grounds as far back as my family has held it. Certainly, I have encountered the occasional oddity myself. What do I think they are? In truth, I do not know. Are they even real? Well, on that, all I can say is the Blake family records are littered with mysterious deaths and insanities that have no other explanation. Hopefully tonight, we will find out for certain. Anything about the Fae? I know the workers on the land leave out tribute to them and blame them when the crops go wrong. When a person goes missing, it's often blamed on them too. Or when a child has an accident. It's an interesting thing. Did Walter have an accident of some kind?
If you'll excuse me, Marquess Blake.
Of course.
Huh. Here lies Marchioness Mary Elizabeth Blake, née Brown, beloved daughter, wife, and pillar of the community. May the good Lord keep you ever by his side, my love. I mean, I may not know much about him. I don't know. I don't... I need to meet him for lunch to chat more. I would love to get into the residence, but I don't have access to that. What else was it telling me to do? Profile, investigate his residence, and meet him for lunch. This guy... I don't know what the depth of his deal is. I can solve MacLeod and Lau if I could get into the basement. Oh, he's Protestant. This is his first time meeting Dean. He is Protestant. Do you have something to do with this? Well, Finn. He could have been the one taken, but then again, so could Callahan. Okay. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I checked all these mausoleum doors. But none of them are leading me where I would like to go. Are you just hanging out? This is like the Blake family cemetery. Okay. According to the... wow, there are a lot of you in there. Okay, so all of you are off limits. The only other way to the catacombs is through the ballroom. But is the ballroom actually open? Holy shit, is it open? Can I go in there? I don't know. The other thing I don't know is courtyards. Can I get into the basement from there? I don't actually know. I would believe that there's a limited amount of time for me to get in there. Didn't I already eavesdrop on you? Yeah. I already had this conversation. I didn't mean to re-click on it. You guys are just... You're talking again. I've already done that. Okay, so... Can I get into the ballroom from here? Is that a distinct possibility? Oh! Oh! I can go inside now. Okay. A sun and a moon. Huh. This leads out into the atrium. This is the secret doorway to the catacombs. Oh. Okay. Ah, shit. I have to go and investigate that. My problem, though, is that I also need to get into the basement. There's a Catholic Mass in the drawing room. I don't like it. Hunters in the walled garden. I don't know what to do. I need to get in the basement, but I also need the catacombs. I feel like the catacombs might be able to wait for just a little bit. I don't know. It's silent in here. This is a little unnerving. Very unnerving. There's no sound. What the hell is going on? This the atrium? Does the atrium have sound? Okay, not exactly comforting, but better than the utter freaking silence I just had. Holy smokes. Mr. Varley.
May I be of...
I don't have a ton of time to waste, but can you tell me about the catacombs? Loosely. I've only read of them despite my efforts to find a way in. They always seemed like it might draw more guests in. I read a Norman Blake used dynamite to try to open them up in 1834. He died in the blast. I assume he took the entrance out with him, perhaps the entire structure. Okay, there's
nothing, sir.
I have a lot of library research that I can conduct now, too. Let's go to the courtyard. Because I need to get into the basement. But if you don't have it opened up,
What's taking him so long?
okay, do I have to wait until noon, perhaps? Maybe that's the gig. Maybe I have to wait until noon. If that is in fact the case, then I guess it's just fine for me to... This music. I guess it's just fine for me to go ahead and go to the catacombs through the ballroom. I feel a bit stupid that I'm like running around and I don't really know exactly what it is that I'm trying to... Hello? Who is that? Where did she go? Was that a ghost? Get a grip, Declan. You're tired and this place is getting to you. Yes, I've run past her a number of times. I don't understand why it should be an issue. Okay. Cool. She's not in here, is she? She's gonna follow me down into the catacombs? Oh, I don't like this. Oh. Fuck me. Okay. So there's a guard room. Yeah, it's down this hall on the left, I think. Good lord, I hate it. I hate it so much. There's a lantern. Crate. Couple of boxes. Bricks. There's not much going on. That is caved in. So I can't really go past it. Alright, what if I head up this hallway? Is there a way through? There is, and this is the cell door that I need. It's locked, but it looks like it was recently used. This looks to be the area marked on the map Mrs. Lau gave me. Wonder who might have a key. Okay. Does this have something to do with the basement? Sunday delivery around noon. One of several. Okay, alright, that's fine. The something catacombs. Ask around to find out who wore the skull. Well, I can't do that yet. There's too many people out. Victoria Lau. Find the key. Who would have the key? Okay, so handed me a map of the catacombs. Previously belonged to Miss Dean. Miss Dean must have the key then to get in here. But it's been locked. Miss Dean's letter expresses she's hidden the black man material. Find my way to the catacombs to see if it's hidden there. Okay. Mrs. Lau has given me a map taken from Miss Dean. She hopes it will lead to the blackmail materials. This is a map of the catacombs. Lau is the only one left to talk with about the map. Points to this locked room. Somebody has a key. Okay, cell number 9 is open, and it leads out to the walled garden, so I can definitely try and check that. And hope it doesn't get me killed. Hello? What is this? Cell 8. Why is this open? Okay. Cell 9. No lock, of course. Locked. Has a mysterious symbol on it, but supposedly I can get in there. Oh, this is some eerie-ass music. I don't like it. I liked it better when I had something to chase last night. Where does this take me? I am behind the statue at the south end of the walled... Oh, it doesn't even go to the church. This is uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable. Okay. What did... I saw this symbol on a door in the catacombs. It almost looks like the Blake symbol. If I'm being real. It looks kind of like the Blake diamond, but it could be totally freaking wrong. The entity wants to return home. Cool. The only way to go through that doorway, though... Hang on, because that's, something Tirnanog. Who was I Was it you? Yes. So Tir na Og, the Irish god wants to go through the portal to return home. Saw a portal. Okay. Can actually do that. The books are missing. Okay, all of these have dulled out, which means that there's nothing else to explore with them, I don't think. Do I just need to wait until noon when the delivery comes in and then go do my snooping? Okay, at least there's some noise through here. I'm not like a huge, immense, crazy fan of this, but whatever. There might be some more research that I can do in here, I'm not sure. Nobody else is in here. Wow. Place is empty. Okay. Anything new in these books? Ugh. I'm not sure. Okay, Blake family history. Do we have anything else? Percival and Mary Blake. Walter, Jonathan, Wilhelmina, Norman. Okay, let's look up his wife. After her marriage to Jonathan Blake, the Marquess of Doon in 1881, she gained the title of Marchioness. Marchioness Blake established the Blake Foundation in 1890. Through the foundation, the Marchioness constructed and funded several orphanages, ragged schools, and widows' almshouses in impoverished rural towns and villages across Connaught. The Marchioness committed much of the Blake fortune to the foundation and organized fundraising events across Ireland and Great Britain. She spent her free time teaching English in one of the foundation's local schools and privately funded the university education of over 40 pupils. Marchioness Blake took up a position of philanthropist and charity worker, acting as a pillar of her community and the very image of a God-fearing woman until her death in 1894. Percival became the Marquess of Doon at age 24 when his father Graham died of old age. This was in 1739. He ruled through the Great Freeze, the year of the slaughter, the Jacobite Rising, until he drowned in the tsunami of 1755 at the age of 40. I see some annotations that suggest that he didn't drown in the tsunami, more that he was drowned during it. It seems he was not popular with the people around him. In 1744, a scullery maid went missing. Rumors suggested she had rejected advances he made. Her fiancé came from a nearby village to find her, and he too wasn't heard from again. Various notes are added from different periods that say staff believed he walled them up. Alive. One note says they can still be heard sobbing for one another through the darker months. That might be the lovely couple down in the basement of the East Tower. Despite this gruesome reputation, a portrait of him still resides in the East Tower. Yeah, that would do it. Percival Blake is the reason why that all happened. Okay. I lost the kidnapper near that otherworldly portal. Yeah, everything seems to point to that portion of the maze. The problem is I don't know where either of these two are, and according to my timetable, I won't find them. No, she's in the hedge maze. Wait a minute. I know where I'm going. Because if she's there, it might be O'Finn who got kidnapped. And if O'Finn is there, it might be her. Evelyn Blake doesn't have red hair insofar as I'm aware. So I think that O'Finn is the one who is kidnapped because I'm pretty sure he was the one wearing the skull mask. But the easy way to prove that is to run out way deep in the backyard and find Fia. Now, Fia, I believe, is also the secret to Rory. And this also puts me near where that giant portal was on the west end. Which may not actually be active. Are you out here? You are! And you're doing a reading for Montavani. How interesting, I think.
Andiamo, little well. You show me nothing.
Don't go getting worked up about it now, or you won't get anywhere. Scrying is a delicate art. The mind must be relaxed, but focused. Not so easy. At least, not at first.
I am focused. I'm a magician, and a very good one. This should not be hard for me.
None of that. You're better than that, aren't you? Don't let pride cloud your mind. You're focused, perhaps, but on what?
My family, of course. Except... no. When I think of them, I imagine what these people would say of me. Leaving them as I did. But what choice did I have? A magician must glitter. Whatever mud she's born in, she must bloom and escape to survive.
You put too much on yourself.
Santo cielo, says she, carrier of woes.
Well, I'd rather carry woes than expectations. Sometimes we just need to put down the load, Carmela.
Oh, I see them. But I forgot how good it feels to see them. It has been so long, and I am so far from home. Ah, cielo. Is that rain?
Well, I'm glad you saw something. Hey,
Declan.
I need to analyze you, because I don't think I've done this yet. Okay. Streak of white. You're wearing a Celtic cross. You got some patches. And you've got some folk jewelry. Okay. Now I can talk with you about all those things. Cool. Actually, yes, we'll... Skull mask. Oh, wait. Have I talked with you about this? Do you think it's hard for Rory being your apprentice for all these years? It's been a long road, yes. He's been in my shadow since he was small. Even now I worry that little shadow could entirely disappear inside my own, but he can still be a bit in his own head. Tries to think his way through when he should be feeling instead. That'll get you in just as much trouble as never stopping to think in the first place. He'll get there, he's just not there yet. I was speaking to Dr. Callahan. He seems to think these could aid your attempts to heal the well. Oh, Rory, how many times do I have to tell you? You can try these modern methods all you like, but they'll never be as robust or as studied as the old ways. Quick fixes always come back to bite you, Declan. Remember that. There's gotta be something else to this. Okay. Tell me about the long red hair. Well, it's not mine if that's what you're asking. I wasn't at the ball. Which means I know exactly who it is. Okay, you weren't wearing a skull mask. No, I wasn't at the ball. You wouldn't catch me dead at a thing like that. No offense meant, of course. Cool. And now I can leave? Miss Callahan is present and accounted for. The red hair wasn't hers. There's only one person here with hair color and length. Donald O'Finn must be our missing man. And it's now noon. There's Catholic Mass going on in the drawing room, but I am not sure. Investigate room 20. I can't do that until I get the key. But in order to, Sod is up there on top. What's the way through this? So I want to wiggle back over here just real quick. See if I see anything. I probably won't. I'll have to come back out here tonight in order to investigate that portal and to potentially send the god home, because this is where he wanted to go. This is where the portal was. And yes, there's like a whole drawing thing on the ground and all of this. This is where he wanted to go, because this is where I chased them to last night, was through this stupid little round. Mr. Big Guy was banging on his anvil. Feck. Okay. Let's go out by the stables, then. There's a bunch of you hanging out up there, Jesus. I would go and talk to you right now, but I cannot afford that. I have to... You two aren't even talking, which is fine. I just need to go to the stables, I think. No, you are talking. I don't... Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I know what's going on with the two of you. I can't get your info until I figure out who's got the key. And I can't figure out who's got the key until I can get into the basement. That's not the way I want to go. The stables should be out this way. Here we are. Here you both are.
Where were you? This lot's been sitting here since 9.
That's something to see to. Don't worry about it.
Up to some boldness, eh?
Want me to leave you this?
All right. I was only making fun. Keep your shirt on.
Okay. Do you both disappear now? If the staff are busy with the delivery, this might be my best chance to search in there. Okay. In we go. What are these question marks?
Dorm key for a second?
Maybe. Why don't you tell me what's happened to yours first? If you've lost it, again, you can see about getting another cut yourself.
It's not lost. I just left it in this storeroom, and I don't want to have to go all the way till I have to.
We really need to sort that mess out. But not until the seance is over and done with. Tell you what, you can have the keys once we have these boxes all moved.
Sick. All right, let's go.
Sinks. Nothing. Baskets? The baskets could have something if there's something hiding deep in the bottom of them, but... A crib? Murphy. Well, that's interesting. Saoirse. Did Saoirse have a kid, perhaps? A rack of chemicals. Different cleaning agents. Okay. Food orders for several of the guests. A crumpled note addressed to Miss Caitlin Joyce. The paper is fragrant. Hope you will enjoy this dandelion tea, a beautiful relief for the aches and entirely unmagical. I see how uncomfortable I make you, but I'm a practitioner and I'm also a Catholic. That means when I am hated, I must answer with love. That is what it means to me to be godly. Proverbs 10:12. Hatred stirs up strife, but love covers all offenses. It is signed by Miss Carmela Mantovani. The paper looks like it was crumpled, then shakily smoothed out. If there were tea leaves, they are gone. Mantovani is not a bad person. I've already sort of figured her gig out. Okay, there's not really... I probably should have listened first, but... Let's see if it gets me in trouble. Okay, so... I definitely don't belong down here. Okay. Sorry, I'm quiet. I'm sneak... Hello? A lockup for precious items. It is locked. There's a ring of keys inside. The other gate is open, but it's blocked by all sorts of boxes and trolleys. I'll need to push the trolleys aside and scramble around if I want to get inside. Okay. Cool. Glad there's ghosts hiding in the freaking basement, too. That's a bad noise. A piano. Could I try the melody Miss Hersham gave me? B. Okay, I gotta remember how to play the freaking piano. B and E. So this is B. And then you drop to... This is E. So that should be a C. Would be this one. Nope. You go to A. And then we drop here. To 3. We're not doing sharps, so you just go here and then you drop to here. Okay. This is pretty, but I'm nervous about the people outside here. Okay. Hi. Oh!
You found it.
How did you get down
I
here?
know what we discussed, but I have changed my mind. I can destroy it myself. No, I will put it in a museum. Return it home. Does it matter? Just hand it over.
Oh dear.
Give it to me now.
No! I won't have you lost, like so many before you.
How did you manage to sneak your way down here without anybody finding you? Oh dear.
And just like that, it's over. Goodbye, Wilhelmina Blake.
What did I... No, I remember. I'm sorry, Mr. Ward. I don't know what possessed me. Or rather, I do. But now, I feel as if I can think. For the first time in a long time, my mind is entirely mine. Mr. Ward, I thank you. With that accursed vase gone, I finally have some peace, some clarity. I need to rest. I've not rested in so long. I will be skipping this grand seance as a start. I can see no good to come of it.
Okay, good.
I will keep away. Perhaps you should too.
I intend to, but... Oh, alright. Hisham has been freed from the curse of her vase. Excellent. We're approaching the halfway mark. Okay. Wonder if I've gathered enough facts to eliminate any suspects. I should check my notes. Yeah, well, I knew that Hisham wasn't going to be part of it. Now, the noise that these things are making is not making me happy. Yeah, I need to pull it out of the way. And then this gate is open. Ooh, not much left. Interesting. An inventory of stored goods. A storage map detailing where certain categories of items are kept. And finally, a set of keys. A key for the basement, the key to the men's dorm, and a master key for the southwest bedrooms. Southwest? That's Ofen and Coventry. Seems like everything. Maybe I'm supposed to move on and not push my luck being in here any longer. Well, I mean, I do also have all of their rooms that I need to sift through, I guess. Broken remains of the vase of Nectanebo. Hard to believe it held so much power before this. Small and unimpressive. Okay, so, storeroom and laundry. This makes me wonder, like, who all the rest of these doors are. They're probably dorms of some kind. I don't know what these question mark boxes are, though. They might be, like, interactions, perhaps? Not sure. Ugh. Oh, look at all of these. I can't get past these boxes. I should come back later. Maybe they'll be gone when the hallway delivery is finished. That's possible, yes. Okay, so... I want to check this door, and then I want to see if I can get through the Marquess's door. And if that is possible or not... I don't want to pop out of this door. I would get in huge trouble with them. These two doors are currently blocked, but at least I've got the backup set of keys. Hello. List of jobs to be done around the estate. Nothing noteworthy. A pair of recently cleaned men's work boots. Large. The men's dorm. Can't hear anything. Doesn't seem like anyone is on the other side. Well, let's see. Okie doke. Little of interest to me in here. Okay. Oh, hello. Letters. Letters addressed to Mr. Hunter. One seems to come from a brother of the Horseman's Word and warns Mr. Hunter she is visiting soon. Oh. Number of letters from Miss MacLeod to Mr. Hunter. They're not formal, they're quite familial and affectionate. They had a close bond before the event. Yes, but we knew that. Scrap paper. There's a series of 6 symbols, but some have been scratched out in frustration. I can see this spiral symbol here. Mr. Hunter must be experiencing the dreams as well. Interesting. Just a book. That's a chamber pot. That's a piss pot. Hello? Miss MacLeod and Mr. Hunter indicating she believes Miss Dean is attacking her psychically. Oh. You'll do something about this. I don't know what, but you will, won't you? Something to stop her attack on me, to stop whatever she's done to blind me. I would have thought it would be a relief to lose the sight, but now I cannot see anything. I'm more petrified than ever. If something is to go wrong, I won't know until it's too late. Please, Dara, you have to stop her by any means. I wonder if Mr. Hunter acted on this information. Given their relationship, he may have. Ooh. Okay, Dara Hunter. Dara Hunter's goal is to protect Miss MacLeod. No, I'm sorry, it's to bind Miss Dean to protect Ms. MacLeod from harm.
Mr. Hunter placed a binding spell on Miss Dean just before she went missing. I should find and confront him about this.
Okay, but I can't do it now. Because, you know, I'm in a place I'm not supposed to be. Hello? There's a brandy bottle. Good quality. A magic book. Horseman's Word incantations. A page on binding charms is held open by twigs. Yeah, actually, that totally connects to the hypothesis I just drew. Anything in here? No. Okay. There's another scrap of paper. Wait, those are other symbols. Writing says, why can't I remember? I have to protect the poor lass, my baby, and what, I don't have a baby. There's a line of symbols, but some of them are lost to the charring. Okay. That's useful. This is a box which has... Oh, okay, wait. Before I use this lockbox, I gotta look at a couple other things. Handkerchief with Evelyn Dean's initials on it. Why does Mr. Doyle have this under his pillow? He also has a book on Gnosticism right here. Hard to make anything of use out. It's a very dense tome. I need to look elsewhere for an overview of the faith. He's got sketch materials. I don't think I can open that. Hello? Travel plans to Europe with locations marked on them. average-sized black work shoes, a pile of travelogues and other guides, eager to leave Blake Manor and see the world. Okay, alright, and he's got a box over here. The thing about this box, though, is... Yes, but I'm not worried about all of this right now. I have a different record of a thing that I found over by... What the hell was his door? Scarrett has 451. I used that. But no, there was a piece of paper, I think. It's not this. There's a sequence of symbols, but I don't think these are those symbols. There was a piece of paper. Oh, I'm trying, man. I'm trying so hard to remember. It was somewhere. This. Father Sinot's Guide. So it's big circle, 5, devil, big circle, big circle. Yes, but I know how to get this to open. Big circle, 5, devil, big circle, big circle. Ha. Alright, what do you got, buddy? Pile of letters to Mr. Doyle. The most recent ones have gone unopened. They're from Father Sinot and seem to be urging Doyle to finish his work here as quickly as possible. Interesting. I found the sigil to free the Aeon. Hurry and find me where it rests, so I may free us all from the Black Iron prison. Okay, wait. Because this just gave me info on Doyle. Like, a lot of info on Doyle. It also gave me connection between Doyle and Sinot. Investigate the burnt symbols. Okay. Found a piece of paper. I should continue searching the basement for further clues. The Gnostic Bible can now be discussed with him. Okay, so I had to find all of this in order to even know that there's a connection here. So I can talk to him about all of this now. In addition, there's more about Lorcan Sinot. This doesn't make me feel good. There was something else from Coventry. Was it just that he's Protestant, maybe? Varley. Okay, I did learn a little bit about him, but there's not going to be much on him. Sears Murphy, there's a little bit of a bed thing going on down here. I can't dig too much more on you. She wears a Celtic-inspired Holy Cross. Yeah, I never got the chance to ask about any of the rest of this, but that's fine. Okay. Shoot. Where do I go with this? Okay. Out to the basement. Yeah, I see the two of you down there. Okay. We're gonna zip back this way. I'm gonna check and see. Looks like I need a different, probably a more specific key. Okay. So, I can't get past these. I'm not going to confront you. I need probably just to wiggle my way up and out through here. Past all of this nonsense. Just a book. There's like random books left everywhere. East corridors. Okay, alright, cool. So now I wait till 1 o'clock, I think. And then I might be able to sneak my way down into the basement again. That was useful. I know who went missing. And now I can investigate the room. I'm tempted to do this. I'm tempted. Very tempted. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and investigate. I'm going to investigate. I had to think for a second. Did I want to? I do want to. I want to do a little bit more digging. Right. Okay. So, I now have the key. Where the hell am I? I have the key that's now going to let me get into Coventry and O'Finn's rooms, and O'Finn has disappeared. So, I might be able to get in there without any trouble. This is the... Where did I go? Right, okay, we go this way to the atrium. Okay, and I believe... Is it directly across? Yes, it's that doorway right there. There was a woman standing up here a little while ago. We go through here. The woman is not there now. Okay. It's the ladies' water closet. This is O'Finn's room. Nothing going on in there. Cool, let's barge ourselves in. I've got time. I've got plenty of time. Oh, what the hell? Okay. Okay. There's a druidic sack. Oh! Interesting. Wait, the symbol in this bag is the same as Miss Dean had in her notes. Does that mean he's also descended from those ancient bloodlines? Would that be why he was taken too? But he can't write, is the thing. I didn't mean to click on it a second time. I don't want to look at the sack. I don't want to look at his sack. I want to look at the rest of the stuff. Okay. So he's sleeps on the floor by the fire. Are you a druid, sir? This is a circlet. And that's his staff. There are markings inscribed on it, but what do they mean? Alright. Cool, I think. There's a lot of research that I could do. Okay. I'm sure that research isn't going to turn up anything of significant note, at least at this venture, but, nothing is going on in Coventry's room. Okay, we're gonna barge in and see if there's anybody in here. Hello? A painting. Interesting. It's not gonna cost me any time. Okay. I haven't been in here yet. What is this, just a book? Just a book. Okay, excellent. What is all this? Ooh, letters. Letter instructing that on the event of his death, all of Mr. Coventry's assets be transferred to Walter Blake. Okay. A single cufflink, where is its counterpart? Okay, but I know where that counterpart is. The music in here is kind of grim. I know where that other cufflink is. A local book, a history book on the Blake family and the Manor. Well read and annotated. A book on the region of Ireland. All Blake holdings are marked out in it. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Painting supplies. Okay. A painting of a lady. Is this Miss Dean? Unexpected. Various finished paintings. He has talent, no doubt. Okay. What is this? Pills. Sleeping pills. Is this a journal? No, it's just a book. What is this? A schedule. Okay. A leather folder. Work correspondence addressed to Simon Coventry. It appears to be a list of ring sizes, along with some figures listing the prices of requested diamonds for Coventry's jeweler business. Huh? I'm sorry? This is an interesting picture. Okay. I'm nerved. I'm a little nerved. Okay, well, now I have access to everybody's rooms, so cool, I guess, I think, I hope, I don't know. Okay. I can officially get into the basement. The only places I can't get into are the bar and the dining room right now, but I can pretty much go everywhere else. The drawing room is having something going on. I feel like I need to go talk to Joyce. Is that her name? Is that her freaking name? Or I need to go to the library. You know what? Maybe the library's better. Eerie ass music going on right now, man. I don't know that I need to go to the Catholic Mass. That's not gonna tell me anything that I don't already know. This time has been much better spent doing all this research. Snooping around where I don't belong. Can definitely get in huge trouble over it. There's probably a specialized key to get into the Blake Manor residence, which is fine. Is there anybody else in here? Okay, just you, but you're resolved. Do I have... Hello. Ogum. Oh, this is some Irish gods and mythology. Okay. Ogum. Yes, let's do it. Looks like these carvings are written in the ancient Irish alphabet of Ogum. This book is a table of the letters in here. Could this be used to translate the carvings on Mr. Finn's staff? I need to translate the carvings on the staff. Whoa. Each letter is composed of several lines. Which letter matches these sets of lines? Okay, I have M. Then there's 2's, O. And it's just 2 on the left, D. 3 on the left, T. 1 on the left, H. Oh, it's upside down. I see. 4 on the left, C. 2, O. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I. 1, A. 5 tilted, R. 2 on the left, D. 5 on the right is N. 1 across is A. 2 to the right is L. 5 across is I. 1 is A. This is a name. 4 is S. 1 is A. 2 on the right is L. 1 on the left is H. 2 diagonal is G. 5 through is I. And 2 on the left is D. Wow, that's a name. What does it mean? There must be a dictionary here somewhere. If my translation is correct, this means unlock the magic to me. The power in the phrase is tangible as I think or speak it. Okay. So there's something to all of this then. What is it telling me? Okay. Research the secret of the staff. There's strange runes carved into it. I've discovered markings that translate here, but what is its purpose? Ancient alphabet of Irish origin, primarily written with straight lines. After researching, I learned that it translates to that. There's more to this. There's a crown. The magical phrase means unlock the magic to me. Only... I don't know who to talk with about that. There's a lockbox somewhere that has these symbols. Is it in Father Sinot's room? So it's we've got a star. There's a star. There's a 3-pointer. There's a star. Something's burned out. So number 4 is missing. Number 5 is this circle, and number 6 is also missing. So numbers 4 and 6 are both empty, and I don't... This magical phrase... You have no mementos, you are a jeweler... God, there's so much that I could talk about with that dude. So Coventry is probably the next guy to talk to, I guess. But I don't even know where he is right now. Do I have Coventry on my timetable? Where'd you even be? The graveyard for a couple of you. Drawing room. Walled garden, drawing room, stables, the graveyard. Okay, so I do probably need to go to the drawing room and talk to Lorcan Sinot, and then I can head out and talk to Coventry. Coventry and Sinot are the ones who are weirding me out right now because I have nothing. I legit have nothing about them, and Coventry is doing something, or yeah, Coventry and Sinot are both doing things that are not great. Oh god.
Body of Christ.
I didn't want to be here.
Amen.
Does something trouble you, my child?
I thought... No, Father.
Then, be on your way now. God bless you.
Thank you.
Mr. Ward, would you care to join us for communion?
Fine. Yes, eat your little chip. And sip on a tiny little shot glass of wine. Is there something I want to contemplate while I'm here? The missing guests, the burning man, or why I'm still here?
It has become clear that Miss Dean is only part of what is happening here. But why were she and Mr. O'Finn both taken? She is a high society lady, and he is... well, the polar opposite to that. What on earth could possibly link them?
I already know what does.
And now, the Mass has ended. You may go in peace.
1254. 5 facts uncovered. Thanks, I think.
I should close the mystery of the kidnapped person's identity. If I can form a hypothesis, I will learn something useful for my investigation.
Can I form a hypothesis? Is that a thing that I'm allowed to do right now? No. It will not let me. Research the secret of the staff. You got me, man. I don't know. They're cleaning after Mass. Okay. Do I have to go back to the library? I wanted to talk to Coventry. Shoot. Alright, I guess I have to go back to doing research. What would it be on? Irish history, world history, flora and fauna, medicine, sciences, psychology, archaeology and geography, world myths, Irish folklore, spiritualism, and religion. I don't know what this would fall under. Is this folklore or mythology? Is it any of the above? The Milesians might be something worth looking into, actually. Tribe of mankind. A word for the ancient Irish, I suppose, from which many of us are descended. Led here thousands of years ago by 3 chieftain brothers, Aber, Finn, Amergin, and Aramon, who were said to be powerful sorcerers. They clashed with the old gods, the Tuatha De Danann, and reached a truce after much fighting. They agreed to split the land in half between them, but the Milesians tricked the old gods and picked the top half. That's when the gods disappeared underground and mankind settled the land. Got it. Okay. Anything here? That doesn't tell me anything. Spiritualism? I don't know. Medic Order of the Golden Dawn, Tarot cards, Second Sight, Seance, Ghost, Mystic, Fetters. No, nothing. Nothing. Okay. Does this book have more research for me on Ogham? Okay. But I don't know what that means, or who I'm even supposed to talk to. What do I do with this information? You want me to close this missing person thing. I don't know what to do with it. Oh, the basement is way more convoluted. Search the laundry. Oh, apparently I'm not done searching the laundry? Really? That's... okay. I searched the storeroom. I searched a sleeping quarters. Here, where I presume to be Mr. Hunter's bed, where somebody tried to burn it. And these both relate to a sequence of symbols, but this sequence of symbols is different from what's on the lockbox. There's something else to these symbols. I feel like I've seen them before, but I don't remember. I don't remember where or how I've seen them. I'm not happy about this. Research the secret of the staff. Okay, but I've already dug into all of that. What about any records? Nothing I can do with that. I can only talk to you about all of that. There's nothing else. Donald O'Finn. Okay. I could go to this and... Huh? This person has gone missing. Yes, I know. So I have all of this. Did I not finish investigating the room? I should investigate his room. Yeah, it says... So I need to research Milesians. Learn about the ancient Milesian rulers may help me discover why Miss Dean and Mr. O'Finn were targeted by the culprit. Okay, so I probably need to look at, like, the older gods, then. Research the translation. I need to go back to investigating room 20. Perhaps there's something in the library that can help me translate the Ogham language. Okay. But I thought I did that. Do I need to go back up to his room and interact with the staff this time? Irish history, maybe? Anything? Oh, God. Ogham carvings. Nope, I've already done that. Okay. Standing Stones, The Great Famine, Tsunami, Year of the Slaughter, Great Freeze, Keening, Magdalene Asylum. Nothing right now. Okay, well, Jesus, I'm getting sidetracked. What if I go back up to room 20 and I go back to investigating? Because it could be that, like, I'm supposed to... do I have to, like, say the phrase to the thing and then the thing does the thing? What am I doing here? Okay, go to this doorway. And then he's on the left. This is why the game wants me to wait until now for this. Okay, we'll go back into his room. Oh, they're under the bed. Wait a minute. I didn't even realize. Okay, so there's runes. And there's this thing. There's a third thing under the bed? Really? Oh, there's drag marks. Okay. So, if I push the bed I know that symbol. Why was he attacked and taken? Is there another party involved, or did the kidnapper find themselves needing to act suddenly for some reason? Uh-huh. Anything on the runes? No. Drag marks? No. Okay. Oh, if I say the thing... Hello, what is this? Okay. Time to draw some lines. Yes. 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 Now what? What does this do? Oh, good lord. Huh? Wearing his crown gave me a vision of his final moments. He was talking with his kidnapper moments before being attacked. I think he recognized the culprit as somebody else. Ugh. I don't like this. Alright, so the missing person. Mr. O'Finn was taken because he... recognized the kidnapper from the past?
The kidnapped person is Mr. O'Finn, and he was intended to be kidnapped. Just not in this manner. But the kidnapper seemingly panicked when Mr. O'Finn mentioned recognizing them from some time in their past, and so they rushed up their plans and took him at the ball, while everyone else was distracted. But before this happened, the Bonnie appeared. She seeks grief from death, but she quickly moved on from the kidnapper. What does this tell me about the culprit? That is true, but it's impossible to know who of...
Okay. So, kidnapped person is Mr. O'Finn. He was intended to be kidnapped, just not in this manner. But the napper seemingly panicked when he mentioned recognizing them from some time in the past, so they rushed up their plans to take him the ball. Before this happened, the Bonnie appeared. She seeks grief from death, but she quickly moved on from the kidnapper. What does this tell me about the culprit? Protected from Fae?
It seemed that she was not in...
No. Have an aura of death? No. Suffer no grief?
The Bonnie turned away from him. It would be because there was no grief to sustain her.
Oh,
so
interesting.
Anyone who was feeling grief from the loss of a loved one couldn't be the kidnapper.
Okay.
I have picked up another fact about the culprit. I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result. And if not, what investigating can I do to allow me to learn some useful facts about the suspects?
Donald O'Finn was kidnapped. He was the culprit's next victim, but their hand was forced to take him earlier than intended. Okay, this doesn't exactly make me feel great. So that mystery is solved. But, according to that, they are not in mourning. Okay. Coventry is an interesting chap, but the only way that I can get to learn more about him is to talk more with him. So, where are you, Coventry? Oh, I can't talk to any of them. He's, is he in the graveyard? Yes, I can still go catch him. Okay. Cool, so that solves O'Donnell. That's everything except the basement for right now. And obviously the culprit. But I can't go back into the basement until 3 minutes from now, which means I've got plenty of time to go out to the walled garden, and then into the churchyard, and then talk to Coventry, because I've got some questions. I don't know how many of them I'll get through, so I'm going to try and hit the highlight reel while I'm out here doing this. And then that may well be a good pickup point to determine what to do next. Yeah. I'm not worried about any of the three of you. You're fine. I mean, I'm like passively worried about how to get the key for the catacombs that allows me to get the evidence for two of you, but I'm not super worried about that yet. Somebody's got to have the key. Dara talked about having a key involving the catacombs, but I don't know the depth to what it was that he was suggesting. You! Fuckface.
Mr. Ward, how are you?
I have been better, actually. Would you like to tell me about your wife? Those are in my room. I'll remember to take one when I'm next there to show you later on. Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't believe you at all. Are you a jeweler? I am, or rather, I was. I ended up in London alone as a young lad, nothing to my name, but my mother had loved jewels, and so as a result did I. I found working cleaning a shop. At first, I was a well-spoken lad, and as I say, I knew my stuff, so in time I was raised to sales. One thing led to another, and time passed by all too quickly. Eventually, I wound up with my own shop in London, did a tidy trade, earned enough to live well, no small feat that city. I sold up when my wife passed. It didn't fill me the same way it did before. I still do enough to cover my needs, select clients and all that, but not a whole lot more. Okay, what's with the pills? I have pills that help with that sort of thing. I'd wager I could fall asleep on a battlefield once I've taken them. Nothing, not even dreams, could get through. At least I certainly don't recall anything in the mornings. That doesn't fill me with joy. Yeah, don't worry, I'll find you and keep talking to you in just a little bit. But, it's now 1 o'clock. Which means I need to go dine with the Marquess. Oh, well, I mean, if you're still standing here...
Mr. Ward.
That's, interesting. What's this about a will? Not a whole lot. He was in a carriage accident some years back, the one his mother died in. I gather it left the boy scarred, both mentally and physically. He doesn't come out when the hotel has guests. I relate to him in a way. I lost my mother when I was young too, so at least he's not entirely alone. One couldn't be too lonely, I suppose, in a large house surrounded by staff. Okay. What about this painting? In fact, I do. It helps keep my hands steady, which is useful for work. Not as much as I'd hoped. There's so much happening, I'm not left with the energy. What have you painted? A landscape? It's a work that was done in confidence. A commission? Something of the sort, but I couldn't say more. It wouldn't be gentlemanly. Interesting. Hedonistic ball. What'd you think of the masked ball? I've never been to anything like it. When you get to my age, you think you've seen everything. Evidently I was wrong. I saw a great many things. I had conversations with all manner of near human beings. Should have been terrifying, but it was also exhilarating. I'm left entirely drained by it today, though. I'm sure you are, sir. Is there anything that I can do with this before I officially call it then? Because I'm at the edge of all of that. Okay, I investigated his room. Mr. Coventry's gift to the young master piques my interest. I should talk to the boy to understand their connection. I'm not going to be able to talk to Walter. So, brought surprisingly little with him to remember his wife by. He... yeah, gave me 2 different names here. None of this is telling me anything. I have surprisingly little to go by with him. Walter Blake, meanwhile... also, I have, like, nothing to go by, but this is a kid. This flat out is a child. There's not going to be anything there. Okay. Anybody else? You're missing. So... even if I wanted to solve anything with you, right now I kind of can't. Because you're not here. Okay. Cool. I think then that with the current stack of 7, 8, 9 out of the 24 people ousted from the seance, 10 of the 24, we're going to call a pause here, because this is a good spot. I've got a lunch date with the Marquess, and then after that, I don't know what I'm going to do. maybe I'll try and poke around in the basement or snoop around in the catacombs or something. So, thanks for tuning in and following along, and with that, bye.